Let's continue now with tag helpers inside ASP.NET Core. Now, first of all, what is tag helper? Basically, this is a new feature in ASP.NET Core that enables the server-side code to create and render HTML elements in MVC Razor View files. These are the objects which can be bound to the models, and based on these properties, HTML elements can be dynamically rendered. Now, we have built-in helpers objects like ASP action. This thing is for action methods. We got ASP route ID, which is for route expression. We got ASP validation summary, which is for validations. ASP4, which is for model binding, and basically we got much more and different. You can actually Google all of them and see what they're doing. But basically, these are the main tag helpers that we got. The advantage of these tag helpers makes the MVC view cleaner. Now, since tag helpers provides HTML-friendly development experience and look like standard HTML, the front-end designers who are working on JavaScript, libraries, frameworks, and CSS, etc., can easily update Vue without knowing the C# programming language. Visual Studio 2017 provides IntelliSense for tag helpers while using them in a view. Another advantage is that tag helper provides more reliable and reusable code that can be created and used across different views as well, and when it's needed. Now, how actually tag helpers are different from HTML helper methods in earlier releases of MVC. In earlier versions of MVC, version 5 and below, we have HTML helper extension methods. These are invoked as executable methods on Razor View based on the parameters passed to it. We use @ symbol in Razor View to invoke HTML helper methods. So here is the symbol that we use. Now, this symbol represents the start of the method invocation on the view. Now, let's open, going to Views, Home, and Index. First, I'm going to remove this code. So let's consider the following syntaxes. @html.label4. Here, what usually we're saying is model is going to model something, let's say salary. Right now, we didn't include any model with HTML attributes, which are new, and here we are saying @class is equal to So as class to control, let's say label, and call MD2. So we don't have salary, but we can say @model, let's say job description. Now coming here, adding a new folder, not this, new folder models. We can add our model here, class job description. What you have this job description? Well, probably some integer salary. Now let's add the using, so the model can be found at using tag helpers.models. So now considering this code, we're using label for HTML helper method. This is bound to the salary property of the model using lambda expression. The second parameter passed to it is an anonymous object which contains @class property. We have to define in it this way because class is standard keyword in C# language. This increases the code complexity. In this case, if the front-end developer who is not having C# knowledge and wants to modify the view containing HTML helper might get confused and mess up. Tag helpers, on the other hand, are integrated in the HTML element and provide IntelliSense. The most important feature of tag helper is that they can be independent from the C# syntax. Now let's give some example. I'm going to command this code and let's see. We got label and I'm going to keep this empty. But inside this label we can have some class which is equal to, let's say, call md2. We can have some control label which is equal to something empty. Now where comes our tag helper? Well, here we can say ASP4 equals, and here we can say salary. So in that case, the ASP4 is tag helper, which is bound to our salary property of the model passed to the view. This is independent from the C# programming language. And how actually tag helpers are managed in MVC6? Well, in MVC project, we have to use Microsoft.ASP.NET-MVC.TagHelpers assembly. This is used to manage all built-in tag helpers in the application. In MVC app, in views folder, we have view imports.cshtml, for which we already spoke. And in this page, using add tag helper, we can then add Microsoft.ASP.NET-Core.MVC.TagHelpers assembly. In the project, if we're creating custom tag helper, then we need to add it in this file here. Thank you for watching.